Like we just saw you 2 weeks ago, man. What's this experience like for you? This stepping in this big fight on short notice.
It's been nuts. I think I did like 25 interviews, you know, and this lady said, "Stop being good at them." You know, people keep asking for me to talk. I guess I should just give you guys bad interviews, and then you won't want to talk to me.
I don't think that's possible, man. I don't think that's possible. Are you enjoying this so? I mean, like you said, I know it's a lot of interviews, but man, you know, I think back to Houston, like the love the crowd was giving. I feel like there's never been more support for you than there is right now. I mean, are you feeling this and enjoying this ride right now?
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. It's kind of like Tupac said. Like, I've been around at these shows, and I'll be next to somebody and be like, "Oh, that's whoop de whoop," and that's whoop de whoop, and I'm telling my coach, "Oh yeah, that's the whoop de whoop," and they'll see me, and all of a sudden now they're like, "Hey, can we get a picture? Hey, good shit," you know. I'm like, you know, I've been doing this since the beginning. Like we really like what you're saying. I'm like, you know, I've been saying this from the beginning. This has always just been my same intentions, is to inspire, motivate, you know, get people on their feet. I'm just doing the same things I always did. You guys just found out. So it's a little bit interesting. Like, it's confusing. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this shit.
Well, talk about how this all came together, man. I mean, obviously, you know, he said he wanted a top 10 opponent. Nobody in the top 10 was stepping up. So how did you put your hand in the air? Did they call you? How did this all come together?
My manager called me. He's like, "Hey, Islam needs a fight." And once he said that, I was already like 195 pounds. And I'm like, "You want me to get to 55 in 10 days? This is nuts." I'm like, "Oh, man." And I just got in a fight. Like, I still got some of the scars and stuff from the last one, you know? I was supposed to get my girl surgery. She's supposed to get surgery actually the next day. So we were kind of prepping that night for her to have surgery the next day. And the call comes in. And I'm going, I know a lot of people got the call before me. I'm like, where are those guys at, you know? Why they didn't step up, you know? Because, to be honest, I just got off. Y'all just let me get out of the cage, and you're going to throw me back in again? I guess you guys are being a little you know? Well, it, I'll do it. Let me show you how I do this shit, you know? Snatch that shit, and I'll go in, you know? Give me paid, and I'll do it.
Amazing. So, you know, everybody's got him kind of proclaimed as being the next champion or a title contender. I mean, when you look at him, is he that good? I mean, is this championship material that you see?
Islam, is he championship material? I know that he's been really downplaying me, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. He's a good opponent. I think he's definitely. He's been on this win streak, you know. He is championship material according to wins, you know. If we're going to talk about just wins, but I feel like when it comes to this MMA stuff, it's what product you're selling. I always tell all my young fighters that what kind of product you selling, because we all selling something, you know, and the public's going to buy the best thing that they can find. With Islam, he does what he does, but to be honest, it's kind of boring, you know. Even if he getting finishes, it's still been boring, and so. My whole thing is entertainment, excitement, you know. So he can be championship material, but it's just boring. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody cares. I fall asleep watching his fights. And then it's like, oh, there's the finish. And like, so they can show a bunch of finishes, which is cool. But it was sleeping, and it was boring. It's lackluster. Some of these guys, it's just a match, you know. It's just about the win. Everybody just wants to win. And that's cool for those guys. That's never been my intentions. I never really cared about winning. I cared about entertaining. I cared about my style. I cared about what type of shit I'm putting out, you know? And if somebody wants to see it. Because a lot of these things nobody wants to see. They will never be watched again. They will never